solving homogeneous equation. So for homogeneous equation, we're going to substitute y equal to ux. First, the reason we know that this is homogeneous equation because we have x squared here of order 2, degree 2, y squared degree 2, x times y degree 1 times degree 1. So this is also degree 2. So all of them have the same degree, therefore homogeneous. Right. So what we do now is just substitute y equal u times x. So let's write that out. This is going to be a long problem, so I write very small. Let y equal ux, u times x. We'll take derivative with respect to x, and we'll rewrite that u equal to y equal to ux. Now we take derivative. The right hand side is going to be a product rule. So we will have u dx plus y du. This says x times du plus u times dx. So that is the product rule. We will substitute that into this dy. Right, now just substitute. We have 4 x squared, y is going to be u times x. So u times x squared dx, still dx, 7x, and then y is going to be ux, and dy is going to be x du plus u dx. So we simplify, we will have for x squared, and multiply now, we have for x squared dx plus u squared x squared times dx plus 7 ux squared x du and u dx. I forgot that this equation is equal to 0. Right. Next, I'll multiply the 4u x squared, multiply it out. For now, we copy the for x squared dx, u squared x squared dx. Now we multiply it out. X squared times x will be x cubed du, and then u multiply to 7 use x, we have 7u squared x squared dx equal to 0. Now we should be able to simplify something. And what we see here is we have 7u squared x squared there, and I'm sorry, when we multiply the 4, I forgot there's the 4 there as well. Sorry. Yeah. We should distribute the 4. So that's what we have. Right. We still have 7u squared x squared dx, and here 4u squared x squared dx. Combine that into one term, and so this is what we have for x cubed for x squared dx plus 11 u squared x squared dx plus 7u x cubed du equal to 0. Right. Before we determine if it is exact equation, separable equation, or whatever it is, just simplify. All of them have x. More specifically, all of them have x squared. So we divide x squared on both sides. So I divide x squared on both sides. So we will have 4 dx plus 11 u squared dx plus 7ux du equal to 0. Right. So we see that both of the first term have dx. So I will factor out plus 7ux du. Right. This doesn't look like an exact equation, but it is a separable equation. So at least we have that. So I will move the 7ux to the other side and then try to separate u and x. So I move the x on that side. So I have 7u x dx equal to 4 plus, that will be negative. Sorry, 7u x du equal to negative 4 plus 4 plus 11 u square dx. Right, and then I will divide the x. I will divide the negative 4 plus 11 u square on the left and divide 7x on the right. Actually, just x on the right. Right. So we should have 7 over 4 plus 11 u square du, and we just forgot a u on the top. So pretty much we just divide by x on both sides, and then actually the 4 plus 11 u square as well. So to do that, we will have the right hand side will be just 1 over negative 1 over x dx. Right, and then we just integrate both sides. Integral of the right hand side, that's a lot easier. I'll do that later. Now we just use the substitution. I will let 4 plus 11 u squared, that equal to something. Since we have u already, let that be v. So v is equal to 4 plus 11 u squared. Taking derivative, dv is equal to 22 u du, and divide by 22u on both sides. We have du, which is this. All right, substitute into that integral, we will have 7u divided by just u. Sorry, substitute that into v. So 7u, that is v, and du is dv over 22u. I can cancel out the u there and the u here, right? So that is the left hand side. The right hand side integral, that will be easy, negative ln of x plus a constant c. Right, now we simplify the left hand side. We have 7 over 22 and just 1 over v dv equal to negative ln of x plus c. Right, now just integrate, that will be just 1 over v. So we have 7 over 22. Kind of run out of space, so instead of write ln of v, I substitute v equal to 4 plus 11u squared equal to negative ln of x plus c. Now all we need is to move everything on one side and equal to c. C is on the right side. So I will write 7 over 22 ln of 4 plus 11 u. We need to solve for u. Earlier we have y equal to u sum x. So this is very easy to see that u is equal to y over x. So we substitute here, instead of u square here, we're going to have u square over x square. I'm sorry, y square over x square. And I will add the ln of x on both sides, so that's just plus ln of absolute value of x equal to a constant c. So that's what we have for this problem. So for homogeneous equation, we will let y equal to u times x, take derivative, and substitute into the equation. What we should have after doing all of that, we should have an equation here. So this equation, usually there will be something to cancel out on both sides. In this problem, we divide by x squared on both sides. And after that, this should be a separable equation where we separate and we solve for it, and we should have the answer.